I'm Racky Thomas. I started playing the blues back in the early 90s, you know. Of course I was influenced by Stevie Ray Vaughan originally, you know. Then a buddy of mine, I used to work at this coffee shop in South Boston, and this fella used to come in, get his coffee, and then he'd pull out a harmonica and say, "You want to hear a tune?" And so he blew his harmonica, he played a little Charlie McCoy ditty all the time, or a Junior Wells riff, and like I fell in love with the harmonica. Kicking around with a couple different bands. I met a guy named Nick Adams, a guitarist named Nick Adams, and a bass player named Todd Carson, and we started playing together. And an old buddy of mine, Ron Poser, piano player, we all got together in 1997 and entered Boston's Battle of the Blues Bands. We won it. We were the dark horse winners. We went down to Memphis and competed and kind of like got our comeuppance a little bit. You know, we got you know, found out, you know, there was still a lot to learn, and since then I've just been trying to hone my craft. harmonica. It's such an expressive instrument. You know, when I first heard it in, like, you know, the first blues recordings that I heard, I was just blown away by its expressivity. They call it the Mississippi saxophone, but it wails and it moans and it cries. You know, it's almost like an extension of your voice. You know, it's expressive, like in the same sense like a vocalist can really be emotive and expressive. That's why I love the harmonica. That's why I love the blues. It's really coming from the heart. It's got soul, and yeah, that's what draws me to the blues and keeps me wanting to perpetuate it. Up listening to, you know, just AOR radio, rock and roll. Didn't realize that some of my favorite rock and rollers were, like, you know, steeped in the blues, you know. And then I think, you know, I guess I probably was almost 20, but before I really heard blues and knew, oh, that's blues. This is what the blues is all about. And since then, it's just been a journey, trying to dig deeper into it, and just you know, expose myself to as many different styles of blues as I can. You know, because it's limitless. You know, there's, like, you know, so many different kinds of blues that you can do, and so many different approaches. There's a vast repertoire of stuff within the idiom, which is really exciting, and you know, it gets me right here.
Oh, tell me, baby, what's the matter here? Unknown to heaven's
Playing the blues, trying to play it the way it's supposed to, and relying on a lot of my influences like Little Walter, Sonny Boy Washington, Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and then getting into some acoustic blues, which I play a little acoustic guitar, and do some Mississippi John Hurt, Taj Mahal, influences like that. Johnny Shines, Robert Johnson, of course. So yeah, I've just been trying to soak it all in over the past 14, 15 years here, and just keep the train rolling on down the tracks.
I was that for you, baby. Know that my search is always ending, babe. I was that for you, baby. Know that my search is always ending, babe.